afternoon and welcome to Dumfries Ice Bowl for this, the fourth session of the World Mixed Doubles Tour match. I think we've got a Scotland-Germany game. I think we're quite close to the end of the first end. Let's pick up. Kyle Waddle has just delivered a stone. So, my fellow commentator this afternoon, John Graham.
Hello Kenny, hello folks out there. If you want to know more about the standings and that, you can look on the World Curling Tour website, and you'll find that there's a bit there under international mixed doubles, Dumfries here in Scotland. So far we've played a number of games, started at 8 o'clock this morning. And there's 3 sections, and there's 6 teams in each of the sections.
As you're looking at the standings there at the moment, John, what was did both teams win their first games, or?
Who we got? Dodge and well, Dodge is lying top of it with 1 win, and the German team, they actually lost this morning, so the standings at the moment are showing one at the top, one at the bottom, but it's early doors.
They've only played one game, whereas all the other sections of A and Pool B have both played 2 games now.
So at the moment they're looking at the angles to see whether or not they can, what shots they can play. Just due to the cameras being set up over another, we're unable just to actually just give you the 90 degrees onto the sheet of ice.
It's quite close in there, I think. Looking at who's shot actually. When we looked at that angle, Red maybe line shot at the back.
I'm not sure. I mean, playing a big shot. Red certainly shot at the back now. Still a. Must be 1 red.
So that's 1 shot to Jennifer Dodds and Kyle Waddle on the first end.
So this is mixed doubles. It's a relatively new format in curling. Came through, was it the Australian Olympics or something like that, when it was trialled, and it's become very popular, and in fact on some of the curling websites I was looking at some in Canada, there's it seems to be gaining great popularity across there. You only play with actually 6 stones instead of the normal 8, and Each team has one stone that's placed in predetermined positions. The player that plays the first shot plays the last shot of each end, and the other player plays the 3 stones in the middle. So they're playing 5 stones with 1 stone being placed. Very tactical game. You don't see so much in the way of shots being struck out at the beginning because of the way the rules are formed. Normally what you would have liked to have done was place that stone right up and try to dominate the front of the 4 foot. So Germany looking to come round. It'll be interesting to see whether they just look to lie to the front of that 4 foot there.
Slightly wide, John. It's just
heavy. I think
running on.
Ice was quite keen earlier on, I believe. So the Scottish team now looking to place that stone just about the 4 foot there. A lot of rotation on the handle there. So just running through a wee bit, that's not what they would have liked. Opportunity for the German team to just come to the front of the 4 foot now. And some of you will notice that they don't have someone standing on the head with the brush as a guide as an aiming point. So they'll be quite happy with that because they indicated earlier on that they were line 1. So Germany with the blue. So Jennifer indicated, well, they've got mixed feelings about this. It'll just depend on what they've decided the draw of the ice is. It might be that I was thinking that she might have been looking to tap up her own, but I think that they're looking that they'll draw around that red and get into the 4 foot. Be quite happy maybe just to tick that red out to the side possibly. Plenty of space there.
It was perfect, John, just
it was,
slightly wide. It just drifted on. I think he would have been shot sitting on the face of his own red.
So if maybe they moved the brush out a wee bit, but just depends what the draw of the ice is. So an opportunity here, options for Germany are to either tap their own one up or draw around the back of it, just depends what the space is. Now it's all possible that they've given an option there, an opening.
I think there'll be a draw through the port.
Right, between the blue and the red as we look at them there. probably quite crucial at this point for Scotland to get this. Looks a wee bit weight going on. Was I watching someone else? Right. All right. That looks good. That looks very good, Kenny. What do you think?
I think that'll definitely be shot now. They seem to have to wait there for a long time for it coming off the blue guard. Cause good shot by Kyle Waddle. Actually, a very good playing field we've got down here. There's this weekend, John. Quite a lot of good Scottish players here.
Oh yes,
I think, if I'm correct, have we got the 3 members of Eve Muirhead's team? Obviously, Lauren Gray's out, and Denmark is 5th player for Sophie. I think we've got the other 3 members of Eve's team here, which is good for the standard.
teams from Sweden, Hungary, Switzerland, Germany and Estonia. And we should have had teams from China, but they had to call off because of travel document issues. So that looks good. Not sure if red will still be shot, but
I think it reds. It's still lie shot. Looking at that angle anyway. That one came by with a wee bit of weight and it was tighter to the red guard, whereas Kyle Waddle's stone was tight to the blue guard. Just a guard. That shot you imagine here, John?
well, I'm not sure what they were, because they were kind of looking towards the either the front or the right hand side there, so I'm quite honest. I'm not just sure what they were looking to do.
I think it's the only way blue can get in is through the port. So I would expect the Scottish pair here will just seal up the front. This is their last stone.
One of the difficulties you've got as a commentator with this is that sometimes they don't put the brush down, sometimes they don't look at anything, so you don't really know what their thoughts were. Now the question is that covering the angle on that blue on the right hand side there?
I would say the exact same stone as has just been played might promote the red onto blue.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't need much, it probably just needs a tap up and maybe about 10 inches or something like that.
A wee gamble here and you actually could pick up a 2.
Drive the red straight back at an angle. Catch that other red, is that what you're talking about?
Aye. You don't need to move the red, you only need to move the red. a yard. Same weight as he played, or it's actually.
We'll find out in a minute.
So it's a steal of 1 to the Scottish pair, so they take a 2-0 lead after 2 ends. So what point have we actually chosen this weekend for the front stone? Not sure what dot we're actually on. Dot 4. Is that the closest to the house?
What Kenny was talking about there is that there's predetermined points in the free guard zone. These are ranged from the tee line towards the front of the 12, and each of those points, it's counted as 2 points, 2 opportunities for stone placement. One side of the point and one the far side of it. In addition to that, there's actually 3 sets of these, one along the centre line, one to the right and one to the left. During the game, each team has the opportunity of moving the placed stones from the centre lines to either the left or the right hand side.
Well, good afternoon everybody, it's Richard Smith joining the commentary team for the live games this afternoon. I understand we've had some really good games so far, have we, Kenny?
That's correct, Richard. For some really close games, but it's also been 1 or 2 wider margins, will we say. But it's been good standard of curling quite a few games. I've watched quite a few of the games in the last session, and there was a lot of good drawing going on. And I think we're seeing that again in this session.
Yeah, certainly, and that's it with doubles as well. If you've got your draw weight, there's always a chance to get 2s or 3s. If you can get a few stones in play, you can always get some big scores.
Yeah, I think you're right there. If you lose your draw weight, you can get yourself into a lot of trouble. You
can, yes. And when we say lose your draw weight, I mean, you even just put something down at back ring or barrier weight as opposed to a draw weight, and suddenly you skiff by something, bounce off something, and suddenly the opposition get another one in, and you can be sitting 2 or 3 against quite easily.
I did watch when they were doing the draw shot challenge there. Quite a few of them are all, in the 4 foot all the time. Quite a lot of them are getting zeros.
Yep, that's it. That's it. You would hope at this time of the season, though, people have been playing, they're on form, they've hopefully got their weight. And if you do this format all the time, it is more about the draw weight and the delicate shots rather than the big hits. They only really come out if you're really in trouble at the end. I mean, I played it for the first time this year at Lockerbie in the mixed doubles competition. We were a wee bit unsure of the rules to start off with, but we soon got a hold of it. Yep, and we soon picked it up and we done okay.
So
have we seen many power plays being used?
I noticed one in the last session, but I'm not sure if there was any more.
Yeah, so we've certainly got lots of shots in play here. Will it be 2 blues line shot, do you think?
I think so,
just
yes.
Now, Kenny, and then red third shot.
I'm actually quite surprised they're coming around that side, Richard. I thought they would have actually come around the other side just to move their own red with it.
Well, exactly, I just come on to it with a kind of back ring weight to move it a wee bit closer in, but so they're certainly having a look, just trying to decide who's kind of second, who's third, do you think, and what the angles are, if they're maybe got to come down with something a wee bit heavier, or...
Just looking at that, the way it's lying at the moment, you'd actually think red are actually got an easier shot coming off the other hand as the hand they played there, because the way that is, if they get by that centre guard, they're just about going to hit blue, which hits their own stone out, which could be lying third shot at the moment. Yeah, exactly. You'd think you'd come down and they'll kind of shoot it or roll out, only get half it and roll out, and then they might not get shot off it on the first attempt, but they would at least get second shot. I think it's only line 1 at the moment. That's the problem with mixed doubles. You just don't realise how many stones are to come, but I think every stone actually could be in play here. Wait just now, we're skinny by that. Well, I think if that's the last stone, I think it'll be 1 to blue. Mind you, there must be a stone each to come. Do you think he was just a wee bit wide with that one? He wanted to be a wee bit tighter by? I think it was a little bit wide. Just skimmed by that guard anyway. I think it should have been tighter to the other guard. Exactly. I mean, if it just were a fraction out, he would have hit the red guard on the outside, bounced in and just done nothing at all. So I think he certainly wanted to be in a wee bit. He had upped his weight, so whether he just upped his weight a wee bit and expected it to draw a wee bit more. And of course that could be the thing, if you're playing lots of draws and then you do up your weight, it sits a wee bit higher, sits a wee bit wider than you expect, you're just not getting the draw at the end if you've not played
many shots a wee bit heavier. Of course, it's still early with just being the third end. How many games have they had so far today?
This is the fourth session.
Right, so I mean all the teams, they've definitely had one session, one game, so they should kind of know the ice and know how much draw. Is it quite swingy today, is it, Kenny?
I haven't actually watched a lot of games, but I think there's 8 edge of the 8 foot. I'm fairly confident to say this is the Scottish team's last stone at the third end. I think it looks as if Jennifer Dodds might be about to play it.
Yeah, it's on its way. It's getting swept.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, you'd say that's a decent shot. It's got red in shot just now, maybe 2 reds even. But I mean, certainly the Germans have got a draw down either onto the back red one. I think that's what they're looking at, aren't they? Just coming down at the right, or are they even looking at the angles in their one?
I don't think they can see enough of that blue, because if you could see half of that blue stone, both reds would go.
Yeah, but you're right. I don't think if they upped their weight, I think it would just stay straight, wouldn't it? They wouldn't get enough yet. So
Definitely, if they're lying 2 against, they're going to go for the draw to even. I think if they're lying in the inside of that red, they might be shot.
Yep, you would say if you just come by, hit the red that's sitting at the back, just with a wee tiny angle and kind of fall into the middle, you would get shot out of that. And if not, even if they're sitting in the face of that red, they're certainly cutting it down. What kind of weight would you come, Kenny? Would you come just a draw weight, or even just a back ring to get a wee bit of movement?
You've got to come with a weight that you're definitely there.
Aye, exactly.
But I don't think you want to be too heavy and let the sweeper. The last thing you want to do is get a nick off the front red.
Aye, if you got that and then you just scoot out, and then that would be loss here too. So the shot's away, it's on its way down. It's getting swept.
Just looking out the window, I think it could be a wee bit tight and chip the front one.
I think it has, yeah. And that was the thing we kind of talked about, hitting the front red one, which they've done. They're having a look, it's close. We've not got to call it up here if they're having a good
calling
look
for
at
a measure. No, they're not. Delayed for a few seconds there, I would have been spot on. So I'm not actually sure what happened, what the end result of that was. What do you think that was a 2?
I don't know, to be honest, Kenny. I mean, obviously the kind of angle we've got, we're not convinced, and you've seen all the players having a good look over and a good look back, so whatever it was, there certainly wasn't much in it. But whether it was 1 or a 2, I don't know.
I think it was definitely a shot to red.
You'd say it was definitely a mistake from the Germans, just a wee bit tight, caught the front red one and rolled out. But they had come with a kind of hack weight, back barrier weight, just to get that wee bit of movement, but obviously being tight and bouncing off, didn't he get? So that was 2 to red there. That was 2 to the Dodds Waddle pairing. Here we go, another one down, another red, just about a perfect shot, right down onto the back blue, moved it back a wee touch, and just stayed in the house. The first German shot just being delivered here. And they'll be trying the same. They'll just be trying to come down and sit on top of the red.
Sit right on the face of it.
They're sweeping it. They're sweeping it quite hard. I think it's by the guard. Yep, just by the guard. Coming in nice. If it's got the legs, yep. Just about a perfect shot. Spot on. Just tapped the red back just a wee fraction.
Both shots there, Richard. If they hadn't had the running, that extra yard of running, I think possibly could have just touched the guard.
So this competition runs all weekend. When's the final? Sunday afternoon? Sunday lunchtime. So if you're in the
Yes, because there's only semi-finals and final on the Sunday. Quarter-finals are tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
Alright, that's great. So anybody in the Dumfries area want to come down and see some doubles curling live? World class doubles curling, I've just been informed. So far it's been really good. Just this game here, you can see they've got their weight, they're putting lots of shots in the 4 foot, and that's what it's all about.
I don't know whether I'm correct in saying David Owen sitting beside us here might be able to correct us on this one, but this could be as good a field as we've had here at Dumfries for the mixed doubles. Yeah.
One of the other things about mixed doubles is when they start going, you can soon rattle off the ends. And that's them in their 4th end already. We only playing the 5 shots and setting them up. You can soon get the games through.
This one seems to be hanging just slightly wide. Coming now, maybe.
Pretty much depend what the weight it's got, Kenny? It's coming in nice, yep, just about spot on weight, perfect T weight there. Yep, just perfect T weight to sit sit next to the blue. I think our blue just got to try and follow it down and just touch it back just a wee fraction. Either that or just sit in front of it.
Sit and checked on that other red might be a good one.
Yep.
Or take the angle. So I'm not just too sure whether Kyle was actually trying then to move his own red just a fraction up to make himself short.
Things in play. It's got a chap off the front red one though. The front red and just bounce off a wee bit. But yeah. It's kind of moved a few about.
That's possibly has helped blue. Neither red can come straight forward. I think Kyle could be planning a bit of wait here. Barrier weight, do you think, Richard?
I would say you probably want that just to get the kind of blue out the way, yes. And then if the gets a wee bit of movement over, you could have 3 reds pretty much just in front of the 4 foot, which would make it very difficult for blue to get one.
I think the only one that's not coming out the 4 foot will be the one that's lying to the left hand side behind the guard as we look.
Yep.
The rest might split out. Just the way they're.
So it's a stone just been delivered. Stone's away. Sweeping up. They're sweeping up. Sweeping it quite hard.
Sweeping to get by the guard, I think.
By the guard, just a wee skinny. Got the inside of the blue. Ooh. I don't think he did actually. I think it just came just a wee over curled a wee bit. He was hoping to get about a quarter of the blue to scoot the blue out and then just bounce over, but